with Ocelot, and I'm back with another video regarding Red Alert 3, Command and Conquer Red Alert 3, and we have a game with us over here that is quite popular in the replay section, Zaar versus Vindies. And this game is quite significant because it's a second match of the winners bracket and best of 3, but that's not important. The important thing is that if this game is from the Christmas 2018 tournament, and I don't care if somebody wins or loses. It's just a very good game and I wanted to discuss it. It's very popular in the replay section. Let's start the match. We have Zaar on the top hand side of the map as Vindies on the top hand side of the map. He is yellow allies, and we have Zaar on bottom empire, and Zaar is going for triple dojo opening. You can see dojo coming on the right hand side, and also he is going for 2 refineries. Just standard play from Zaar. And in the meanwhile we see that usually Vindies goes for those mass javelin and riptides combo, and I'm expecting for him to go similarly to that once again. So he has just sniped that dog which was in front of his dojo core Zaar, and he has sniped that engineer. So this was a very important engagement for Zaar to win, because Empire player obviously he has to win both of these oil derricks to contest versus allies on Snow Pro. And now we see the move, 4 javelin soldiers or 3 getting inside that riptide with an engineer, and is going towards this oil derrick. Vindies is going for this right hand side oil derrick, and a scout from Vindies has captured this oil derrick, just going to try to snipe out the civilian structure using the long range secondary missile of javelin soldiers, and snipe out this Imperial warrior as well, because even though it is one unit, it can cause lots of damage, especially to infantry. And we see a dojo core deployed by Zaar, but he sold it immediately. His tactics from Zaar is just slowing down. These are all the tactics, and Vindies knows about it. He has just built his airfield and has 2 riptides, and Zaar is just placed his MCV with a wall refinery on the side, very deep inside his base. He knows that the Vindies can come from this side on the hillside, attack this refinery, and also he knows he might be facing an MCV push even after mid game. So he understands this. He's going with 8 Mechatengus, and these Mechatengus are going to try to attack, find a way, and this is the moment where Zaar attacks that those 2 riptides, and as well as all of those javelin soldiers that were trying to snipe. And this attack has really This was a very well timed attack, but even though still Vindies is quite ahead in this match, to be honest. He has just sniped that oil derrick for Zaar. He has sniped that bridge. He has captured that side of the oil derrick, and Zaar is, I think, hoping for that point defense drones. Vindies is going for that 4th refinery and just getting that one Apollo fighter sniped. These numbers of Mechatengus are very good in number, 9 Mechatengus, and going tier 2 and just some tsunami tanks. And now Zaar is moving his MCV into a dangerous area. Many people will say that Empire players, why are they doing MCV pushes, and they are kind of right, because this MCV push, if Vindies goes for a Riptide, he can just stop it over here and just snipe it straight away. He has got so much economy. Vindies, he's got like 4 refineries at the moment and the oil derrick, but he thinks that he will just counter it with the turrets, and he has a lot of civilian structures nearby. And now we see an attack from Zaar. Zaar has sniped all of the Apollo fighters somehow, and in the meanwhile also we see battle marker on that 4th refinery which I was talking about. Simultaneously he has attacked 2 positions, and he's attacking that oil derrick as well, that ore collector, and now forcing Vindies to place this collector for this side hillside refinery. Zaar has sniped that 4th refinery area, and Vindies is going back with his MCV to try to destroy this attack from Zaar, because Zaar has sniped both the collectors somehow, and Vindies doesn't know what to do, to be honest, at this moment of time. But one thing is that is going for Vindies is that he understands that Zaar sold his MCV in front of him, and that too was a very damaged MCV. So he has just shrinked his MCV, and he's going to hope, after seeing these tsunami tanks especially, and no dojo core especially, he's going to hope that he can just MCV push Zaar, because Zaar don't have an MCV. He has only 2 refineries, and in the meanwhile we see Zaar is attacking with 7 tsunami tanks. He sniped 1 refinery, so Vindies is only on 1 refinery at the moment and 1 oil derrick. And realizing at this moment of time Zaar had an option. He could either continue attacking this area, finishing off the collector and refinery, but he chose a safer route by just using 1 Mechatengu to attack that collector, and he's going to go back for his base, because that is very important. In the meanwhile, that turret has been placed, and immediately he goes back to that safe position, and these tsunami tanks will easily snipe out this turret. But at least Vindies got somehow Zaar has sniped a gyrocopter out of nowhere with that Mechatengu that just destroyed ore collector. So he is on two refineries but one working ore collector. And these tsunami tanks are trying to find an opening. They know that these civilian structures, Vindies is going to use those for those javelin soldiers. And with a big army, like with a lot of these mecha tanks, easily it seems that Vindies will find a way. No, Zaar will find a way to do some harassment and try to just attack Vindies as much as possible, cripple his economy, because Zaar understands and realizes that Vindies will not give up easily. But in the meanwhile, Vindies has a javelin soldier and he's aiming for that refinery. And remembers, Zaar doesn't have an MCV, so he cannot just place a wall segment, and these mechatangus can't get in range of this javelin soldier from the hillside. So that javelin soldier has easily sniped that refinery. So Zaar also is on one refinery at the moment. And both players are on one refineries, with the exception that Vindies at the moment has at least got an oil derrick. And that Imperial warrior will somehow get inside that civilian structure and get rid of that javelin soldier. Sniping all of the deck units on top of the airfield. Zaar and Vindies in the meanwhile has just made a second refinery in a safe position, hoping to make a war factory or maybe an airfield at least, or a barracks even, because he doesn't have any unit producing structure, and this MCV is his last hope. But strangely, he has just made a turret, and that's it. This game, all just two structures remaining for Vindies, and MCVs out on the battlefield. Or yes, he has sniped this refinery too. Vindies has sniped this refinery, but Vindies doesn't have any unit producing structure, and I think Zaar has a chance to remake his MCV. No, he doesn't have. He cannot remake his MCV. He is on extremely low power. So what happens is this game was very popular, the replay section, and let me tell you why it was very popular. Thing is that Zaar just used that MCV push, and Lave used to do it, but the way he did it was quite different, because Lave, he used to just go forward and then back, and he used to not go full pump up version towards enemy base through sea area. He used to just sell it just after a little while, just keep it in front of the turrets. On land he used to do this push, but Zaar did it on water, and he destroyed all of those deck of units on top of the airfield, and then he at the same time simultaneously he attacked that fourth refinery position in sea area, on Snowplow, and this really dented. After this, Vindies couldn't make a comeback because the decision making from Zaar was excellent. And let me remind you that Zaar has already won this tournament. I have casted it. So I hope you liked and enjoyed this video, this short little video. Please let me know in the comments below if you would like me to make any more, because I have fixed and resolved the issue of lag. It seems I have chosen the CPU processor in the software FBX, and it's working for me right now. I wrote in the forums to their support, and they resolved this issue for me. Thank you so much. I'll be signing off. Take care.